Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to episode number 18 of the Washington football team franchise here on Madden NFL 22 for the PlayStation 5. Today, the Washington football team traveled to the Link to face their division rival Philadelphia Eagles in an NFC East battle. It is the Washington football team coming off of a win last week against Dallas 28-17 in which Antonio Gibson broke the single game rushing record set by Adrian Peterson, while Philadelphia is coming off of a bye week, and they lost 6 straight before the bye. They will start off with the football here in this matchup. Jalen Hurts will take the field, the former second-round pick. If you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. 24 touchdowns, 11 interceptions for Jalen Hurts. I don't know if he's done enough to prove that he is going to be the starter long-term for Philadelphia, considering they're also 2-11 and will have a high draft pick. After a first down run by Boston Scott, it's 2nd and 5. Tries to find Scott out of the backfield. He misses the throw. So now 3rd and 5. Double-A gap look. Washington backs out of pressure. Hurts throws off his back foot and just airmails it over everybody on the left side. That's a 3-and-out for Philly, and that'll bring out Washington for their very first drive of the game. Fitzpatrick, 4,000 yards passing on the season. 21 touchdowns, but 18 interceptions. Got to take care of the football better this week. Very first play will be a handoff to the now single game rushing title holder and Antonio Gibson. He gets nothing on his first carry. Now 2nd and 10, going to a split back look. We don't see this very often. Fitzpatrick checks it down to McKissick, who races forward for a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 1. Back under center, 2 tight ends. They're going to hand off to Gibson. He has the first down before being hit down at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick going to throw for it. He's going to find Gibson out of the backfield. Antonio Gibson has 12 in the air. Gets Washington to about midfield. Going to go play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick in the pocket, steps up, fires left side, has Curtis Samuel to the 33-yard line. Washington getting started early on their first drive. 1st and 10, another play fake. This time finds Thomas, who's hit. Stays on his feet, and he's going to find the end zone. Logan Thomas with the score. Washington strikes first. Nice balance by Thomas. Took the hit, but stayed on his feet. Got some good blocking and found his way into the end zone. So now 7-0 Washington here early. Here's Philly's second drive. Here's a quick pass to Dallas Goedert. And Landon Dickerson will have to come in. That's the left guard hurt for Philly. Now 2nd and 10, a little bit deeper in the drive at the 35 after an incomplete pass. Hurts gets hit and he loses the football on the sack. It is picked up by his own lineman who stumbles backwards over Holcomb. Very interesting play, but 3rd and 34 now for Philadelphia. Backed up to their own 11, just trying to set up a screen for Boston Scott, and Scott's going to pick up maybe 7, and that gets Philly out of their own end zone as they punt. Now at the 50 is Washington, all control so far, as here's a quick 1st and 10 pass to Adam Humphries in the flat. That's a quick pickup of 5. Back to the ground game on 2nd and 5. Gibson has a small hole. He's met at the first down marker, but he powers through for a first. 1st and 10, they go back to the play fake. Now this time look at left side, almost intercepted, actually caught by Humphries. But there's a flag down as Humphries did step out of bounds, so that'll be illegal touching on number 13. Now 2nd and 10 is basically an incomplete pass as Fitzpatrick stacks to both his sides. He's going to throw it right side to scary Terry McLaurin, who has a 15-yard connection. He's perfect. Fitzpatrick is on the day so far, 7 for 7. Now the 24, Fitzpatrick steps up. This one's going to be off the head of his lineman, and that's his first incompletion of the day. Now 2nd and 10, empty set. Fitzpatrick steps up, tries to find McLaurin. He's hit as he throws. And just like that, it's 3rd and 10. Fitzpatrick going to throw for it again. Nobody's open. Maneuvers to his left. Tries to find his man Gibson, but overthrows him out of bounds. And now Brandon Scherf, the superstar right guard, will have to come off the field. 10-0 now for Washington as Philadelphia starts another drive. And there's another airmail looking for the Heisman Trophy winning DeVonta Smith. Now we go 3rd and 10. Philadelphia struggling to move the football. They really need a first down right here. They'll throw it right side for Goedert, and he will have the first down marker. Big conversion there for Philly. Keeps their drive going. 1st and 10, fake to Smith. Handoff to Scott, who is stuffed. Scott is the primary back this week. Miles Sanders is hurt last week with a broken thumb. So it'll be Boston Scott and Kenneth Gainwell, the rookie out of Memphis, who will be the backfield. Here's a sack on Hurts. Jonathan Allen brings him down on second down. That makes it now 3rd and 19. Philly goes play fake. Didn't fool anybody, especially William Jackson III on the corner blitz. He hits Hurts from behind. That's the 3rd sack of the day already for Washington. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Washington dominating the first frame of this one, 10-0. And the football here on 4th and inches. Ron Rivera rolling the dice. Riverboat Ryan goes for it. And he does pick up the first down with Gibson. So as Washington continues their trek into Philadelphia territory. Now on 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick fires right side, almost intercepted by Ronnie McLeod. Now 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick still going to throw for it. Tries to set up a screen for Gibson, who has a little bit of space, but he's tracked down and forced out of bounds. 3rd and 5. Going to drop back. Philly sends 5. Looks left side. Has his tight end Bates for a first down. Inside the 10. Now goal to go for Washington. First play inside the 10. It's a handoff to Gibson. He's stuffed after 2. Not having the best start on the ground. Now they go empty on 2nd and goal. Fitzpatrick fires right side. Has Gibson in the flat. And this time Gibson has a receiving touchdown. Washington scores again. Pushes their lead now 17-0. This was on the verge of a blowout unless Philadelphia can get something started. That's not going to help. Boston Scott only 5 for 13 to start his day. Now 2nd and 9. Hurts is going to throw for it. He's pressured hard. He does get it to Scott, who catches it but gets laid out by Chase Young. Big time hit. Makes it now 3rd and 6. Hurts drops back. Fires to Scott out of the backfield. He's not going to come close to the marker as he's tackled down by Collins. And that is another punt for Philadelphia. So Washington now with a huge chance on their own 14 to extend their lead. Fitzpatrick drops back, fires deep across the middle, has Samuel out to the 41-yard line. Quick 27-yard connection. Fitzpatrick already almost at 200 yards passing in 2 touchdown passes, having himself a day. Now at the 41, Fitzpatrick, though, steps up right into Brandon Graham, who brings Fitzpatrick down for the first sack of the day. Now 3rd and 14, back to this split back look. Fitzpatrick steps up in the pocket, just checks him down to McKissick, had nobody open, lives to fight another day after a punt. So Tressway is your punter. He's going to kick it deep. This one will be fair caught inside the 10, lets it bounce, and it goes out at the 3-yard line. Phenomenal punt by Tressway, pins Philadelphia back. So now with their own 3-yard line, they start off with a run up the middle. This actually is a pretty solid run. But Lane Johnson, superstar right tackle, will have to come off the field. So Philadelphia both down now. Brooks and Johnson on that phenomenal offensive line is now looking a little shaky. 3rd and 4, Hurts rolls to his right, has nobody open, throws it out of bounds, and Hurts only 5 for 10 for 29 yards. Another Philadelphia punt. Here's a 1st and 10, just heaved left side by Fitzpatrick. He was lucky that one wasn't intercepted. Now 2nd and 10. Gives it to Gibson, bounces off a defender. He's very good at getting yards after first contact. That's a run of 6, now setting up 3rd and 4. Fitzpatrick going to throw 40's pressure right up the middle. That's Javon Hargrave. Beats the center, Chase Roullier. Brings him down, and that ends Washington's drive. Now coming towards the end of the first half, Philadelphia has the ball at about the 47. But on 2nd and 5, he's going to be sacked. Montez Sweat brings down Hurts. Hurts has faced a lot of pressure today, and now it's 3rd and 12. Double A gap look. Washington does bring the pressure. It's a hard hit on Smith, who can't hold on from Collins. And you guessed it, Philadelphia punts again, and we're now 17-0 at the 2-minute warning. Washington has the football on their own 24-yard line. Fitzpatrick going to throw for it. Nobody's open, so he bounces left side. Has a man getting open. It's McLaurin, but overthrows him. Had McLaurin deep for a big connection. That leads to a Washington punt. So now Philadelphia with a chance to get some points at the end of the half. On their own 27, Hurts steps up, fires, finds Devontae Smith, the number 10 overall pick out of Alabama. Gets him out to the 40. Now Hurts in the pocket again. He's going to be pressured. It's Montez Sweat. Brings down Hurts for the 2nd time today. Now 2nd and 19 from their own 31. A minute left to go. Philadelphia used the timeout. Hurts finds Gainwell to the 39. They use timeout number 2. 3rd and 11. Boston Scott checks back in. Hurts drops back. Fires over the middle, has a man for a first down. Is Greg Ward Jr. and the former Houston Cougar quarterback moves the chains. So less than 30 seconds. Clock is ticking. They're at the 41. Trying to hold on to that final timeout. Hurts finds Goddard at the 25-yard line. And Philadelphia is putting together their best drive so far of the day. So clock is stopped at 19 seconds. Drop back. Hurts scrambles to his right side. Looks like he's just going to... No, he's going to throw it to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. Jalen Reagor with the grab. There is a flag down, though, at the line of scrimmage. And yes, this is going to be an illegal forward pass. Hurts crossed the line of scrimmage. The touchdown will not count. Instead, it'll be 2nd and 15 with 11 seconds to go. Hurts in the gun, tries to set up a screen for Scott. He catches it, nowhere to go. So it's going to set up a 47-yard field goal for Jake Elliott. Elliott on the left hash. Kick is up, and it is off of the upright. No good. And Philadelphia is blanked in the first half. Washington up 17-0. Can Philly get it going in the second half? We'll have to find out after this quick break. So this is actually a Saturday game in the NFL. So there's really only one game finished. So we're just going to skip the halftime report. Go straight to the second half. Washington starts off the football. Here's a 2nd and 8 run. That's actually going to be moving backwards, as there's a legal block in the back on Terry McLaurin. Now 2nd and 14. Back to the split back look. Fitzpatrick in the pocket. Steps up. He's going to be sacked. Brought down once more by Brandon Graham. Philadelphia pressure starting to get to Fitzpatrick. So now 3rd and 21. Fitzpatrick drops back. Tries to get rid of it. He's hit as he throws. And Washington will do nothing on their very first possession. So Philadelphia had a good possession to end the first half, but just walked away with nothing thanks to the missed kick. Here's a screen pass for Boston Scott. He's going to pick up a few before being brought down by Hudson. 2nd and 5, very quick pass to Goddard. That is a 5-yard strike that moves the chains. Now Goddard on the left side of the eye. Hurts, quick 3-step drop. Tries to look to his left, finds his man Ward in the flats. Might have picked up a few. Now we go 2nd and 4. Hurts has empty. Steps up in the pocket. Throws left side. Has Goddard. Another first down move by the tight end. And Philadelphia starting to put together a little slow, methodical drive. 1st and 10. Another quick pass. Hurts is going to bounce to his left. Overthrows his man at the sideline. He did have Ward open. 2nd and 10. Play fake to Scott. Hurts steps to his right. Fires across the middle. Has a first down. Dallas Goedert down to the 15. Beats John Bostic in single coverage. That's grab number 6 on the day. Now in the red zone, Philly check down. It's Goddard again. That's a quick pickup of 8. Washington having trouble covering their tight end. Now 2nd and 2. He's going to throw for it again. All throws so far for Hurts. Actually steps up and slides down. Smart awareness by Hurts to pick up the first down. Now goal to go. Pitch outside. That one is stuffed. Gainwell nowhere to go. Nice read by Collins. Now you got 2nd and goal from the 10. Boston Scott checks back in. 2 tight ends. Quick 3-step drop by Hurts. Moves to his left side. He's going to take off and run for it. And he gets the yards right back. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Heavy set look here for both squads. It's another toss play out to Gainwell. And this time he's going to find the end zone. Touchdown for the rookie. Philadelphia finally gets on the board. They strike with a touchdown, making it 17-7. So Washington, how will they counteract? Fitzpatrick will start 1st and 10. Has Logan Thomas deep across the middle. And just like that, Washington is into Philadelphia territory. Quick 3-step drop for Fitzpatrick. This time tries to find McLaurin. That one is broken up by Alex Singleton. Now 2nd and 10. Back to this stack look on both sides. Fitzpatrick in the pocket. Nobody's open. He just gets hit and ball falls to the turf. Now 3rd and 10, bringing in 3 tight ends. All 3 tight ends going out in the pattern as Fitzpatrick takes a deep drop. Steps to his left, had a man on his back, so just decides to throw it away. And this is a 56-yard field goal for Dustin Hopkins, who hits it as it splits the uprights. 3 points for Washington, and another football team member was actually hurt on that play. Now 20-7 for Washington. Hurts and Philly back on offense. He's going to continue to scramble. Hurts starting to find some success with his legs. He's very, very much mobile. 2nd and 2. They draw actually a quarterback draw, and Hurts with a big run loses the football. At the end of it, it's picked up by Washington. Big time turnover. As right when Philadelphia was starting to gain some momentum, it shifts the way of Washington. 2nd and 8. Quick run to Gibson. He's got 9 for 26 today. Hasn't been nearly as effective this week. Now 3rd and 4. Bunch to Fitzpatrick's right, trying to look that way. Moves to his right side, has nobody open, and just throws it towards the bench. So Washington gets nothing on the turnover. Now underneath 3 minutes to play in the 3rd, Hurts is going to be sacked on his first down play. That is Matthew Ioannidis who pushes Hurts to the turf. After a quick gain of 11, now 3rd and 2. Hurts in the gun, looks for somebody open. Stepping to his left, fires, and he's off target. Don't know who he was trying to hit there. He threw it in between a couple of receivers, but that'll be how the 3rd quarter ends. Washington currently up 20-7, and what's more, they're driving into Philadelphia territory. 2nd and 1, Fitzpatrick escapes the pocket, slides down. It's a quick pickup of 9, and Terry McLaurin will now have to come up off the field. Now 3rd and 10, a little bit later in the drive, Fitzpatrick is hit, and he loses the football of his own. This one's picked up by Derek Barnett, and he's going to go all the way, losing some steam, but he crosses the end zone. A scoop and score for Philadelphia cuts this one to a one-possession game just like that. And now it's 20-14. Philadelphia has some momentum. Washington has to take back the field as there's a 10-yard run to Gibson to start. Now with the 35. Fitzpatrick in the pocket, throws a deep ball for Gibson. This one's off his hands and falls incomplete, and Brandon Graham is hurt for the Eagles. Now 3rd and 10. Fitzpatrick drops back under center. Fires, has his man Bates open, but airmails him. Fitzpatrick with a bad miss. Gives the ball back to Philly, who has all the momentum. 1st and 10, though. This will help, as that's Montez Sweat's 3rd sack of the game. Now we go 3rd and 8. Washington has 5 men at the line. They bring all 5. Actually brings 6. Hurts, sidesteps, throws right side. That one's incomplete. Nice defense. And Philadelphia will punt. Now inside 12 minutes, here's a 1st and 10 handoff to Gibson. Flag is down, so this one will probably not count, as this will be against the offense, and it'll be a legal block in the back on the, knowing Madden, other side of the field, Curtis Samuel. So now we got 1st and a rare 12. Play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick deep in the pocket, has time, and he fires right side. Has Bates to the 35-yard line. Nice play by Washington to take the play action. So now into Philadelphia territory. Washington. Fitzpatrick drops back, fires, throws it away, but here's a flag down. They're going to say he was not outside the tackle box, despite a receiver being in the area. Don't know how that's intentional grounding. If you're going to call that, you might as well throw away of intentional grounding. Nonetheless, now 3rd and 13. Fitzpatrick checks it down to Gibson. Just going to play it safe. Play for the 49-yard field goal and take a 23-14 lead. So Washington needed that field goal. They go back up by 2 scores. It's now 2nd and 10. Hurts throws left side. Has Ward. That's a pickup of 14. And now Jonathan Allen hurt on the turf. That's a bad sign if you're Washington. Your best defensive line run stopper. But 2nd and 9, they will be going backwards, movement on that right side. Lane Johnson no longer in the ball game. His replacement calls a false start. 2nd and 14 now, bunch to the right. Hurts in the gun. He's going to move to his right, trying to keep his eyes downfield. Is just going to end up scrambling for it. He picks up about 4 before being chased down by Young. Now they go 3rd and 10, empty. Big play here for Philadelphia. 4-man rush from Washington. Takes a deep shot right side, has a man, and he connects with Jalen Reagor down to the 7. One-on-one against a linebacker. Hurts takes the shot, and Reagor falls to the 7. Now goal to go for Philadelphia. Hurts has a man on the crossing pattern. It's Ward, and Philadelphia finds the end zone. Touchdown Eagles. 23-21, a 2-point game. This place is rocking. The Link. All the fans on their feet. This will help for Washington, though, as that's a big-time connection to Adam Humphries. That'll be 28 and into Philadelphia territory. Now we go to the gun. Gibson to the left, and Gibson actually moves early. Cannot hear, as the center was the only one who didn't hear the count, because this place is so loud. Now 1st and 15. They're going to go to Gibson, who is stuffed up middle, nowhere to go. Now 3rd and 10. 2 tight ends in the formation. Fitzpatrick drops back to throw. Scrambles to his right side. Nobody's on that side of the field, and Fitzpatrick's going to be running for a long time. The old man out inside the 15, down at the 14-yard line. Derek Barnett, though, hurt on the play. Now 2nd and 9 underneath 5 minutes. It's a handoff to Gibson. He's stuffed immediately. Great play in run defense by Brandon Graham. Now they go 3rd and 11. It's a draw play to Gibson, trying to catch Philadelphia off guard. Interesting play call, but it looks like Washington's just going to play for the field goal. They now go up by 5. Philadelphia coming to the 2-minute warning. Hurts throws a deep ball off his back foot, looking for Ward. It's tipped, and it lands in his hands. Philadelphia connects on the tip drill, and just like that, once more inside the 10, goal to go. A touchdown gives Philly the lead. Boston Scott gets rocked to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal. They're going to hurry up. Hurts, quick pass, tries to find Scott. He's upended, and he finds the end zone. Touchdown, Philly. What fight by the small Boston Scott. Takes a hit from Bostic, but he gives Philadelphia the lead. They're going to go for 2. Try to go up by a field goal. It connects to Goddard. And for the first time all day, the Eagles have a lead. 29-26. Now Washington has to put a drive together. First play of the game, or the drive, batted down. Jannard Avery gets a hand on it. 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick fires, has Humphreys across the middle. That's a quick pickup of 12. Clock continues to move. Now we're inside 70 seconds. Empty set. Fitzpatrick steps up. He gets hit down. Brandon Graham, his 4th sack of the day. Washington has to burn their first timeout. Now 2nd and 12. Fitzpatrick throws a deep ball right side, and he's intercepted. That is picked off by Rodney McLeod. Philadelphia has the football, and they're just 1 first down away from coming away victorious. What a change of momentum here. Now 1st and 10. Handoff to Boston Scott. That's going to be 6. Washington has to use a timeout. 2nd and 4. 2 tight ends in for Philadelphia. There's another handoff to Scott. Has a lane left side. Picks up the first down. And that'll do it. The Eagles stun the Washington football team late. Come away victorious 29-26 in Philly. You got to be upset if you're a Washington fan. Up 17-0. Just looked dominant in the first 3 quarters. But Philadelphia's offense woke up in a big way in the 4th quarter. Started off with that scoop and score. And the Eagles pick up win number 3 on the season. Now, unfortunately, we've seen this from Washington a couple times this season. Back in week 1, they had a big lead. Lost it to Los Angeles. And then weeks ago, they played a 1-9 Carolina Panthers squad and lost that game to the Panthers. So Washington has a bad habit of playing down to the competition. Maybe it was a potential trap game as they were looking for the Dallas Cowboy rematch the next week. But that is an inexcusable loss in all the wrong places. Now going around the league, New England Patriots go into the Colts and they take care of business 34-7. Mac Jones, 4 touchdown passes. Just adding on to what has been a sensational rookie campaign for the former Alabama quarterback. Speaking of the other 2 NFC East teams, the Cowboys beat the Giants 28-21 on the road. That gives the Cowboys the lead in the NFC East. And we have a date with Dallas again next week in Jerry's World. Finally, we take a look at the matchup. The Bears hosting the Vikings. And the Vikings go to Chicago and win 31-28. Chicago was the 1 seed in the NFC, but this loss might hurt them. Justin Fields did play good, but Kirk Cousins played better and rallied his squad to victory. Here are your players of the week. Brandon Graham, we have continue our trend of giving players of the week to the other team. Matt Ryan had it, and Mac Jones got it for his performance. And Harrison's sack and interception for Baltimore gives it AFC defensive. Now, we do have a player returning from injury next week, as Kendall Fuller, who's missed a couple of games, will be back in the lineup, so that should help our passing defense. And we'll take a look now at the playoff picture. You can see right here we got a new number 1 seed in the NFC. The New Orleans Saints lead the way over there. Chicago now 2. Giants fall to 7. Dallas is 4. And if you look at the AFC, the Jets currently sitting in the 7th spot. Nice turnaround out there for Robert Saleh. Next week, we go to Dallas to face the 9-5 Dallas Cowboys and now division-leading Dallas Cowboys. Now, we just saw them last episode. We won 28-17 on the back of Gibson's 50 rushing attempts, 330 yards, and a score. I have a feeling we probably won't be able to replicate that performance, as Dallas will know what's coming. Randy Gregory had 4 sacks against us, but we won't have to worry about him in this matchup because he's currently out with a high ankle sprain. So Dallas loses another player to injury. That'll be next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Sorry we just got beat late. That was an inexcusable collapse. But we'll look to get back in the win column next week. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.